Here's the truth about what highly sensitive people need to flourish their purpose, and it's not what you think. I'm purpose fulfillment guide Rosin Elena McGrath, and this is such a hugely important topic because highly sensitive people have come with a special mission. Their purpose is absolutely key to the major shift that this planet and universe actually as a whole is going through. Because highly sensitive people are such conduits. And as these conduits, they are powerful, powerful. uh, I don't want to say cogs in the wheel exactly, but keys, really, keys to the change that is in process here. And typically, highly sensitive people have that sense of yearning to bring their gifts forward into the world. I mean, it's highly meaningful to us. And so that desire to continue to access more and more of your healing, visionary skills and abilities, while of course there can be some fears and anxieties around that, what that is an overriding factor so often for highly sensitive people. Now, the thing is that as much as highly sensitive people are conduits, that does not mean that we are always open to the energies that are going to support us to move forward. We need to have that ability to really absorb what supports us, what supports our healing visionary purpose, to be able to access more and more of our inherent skills and abilities. So to use that ability that you have to absorb, to use that more fully, requires an essential strength. And that strength is openness. Now, there are plenty of things that can zap our openness. And I would say those key things come under the category of distraction. Well, three main categories. The first we'll talk about is distractions, because with that great sensitivity, sometimes we might rather distract ourselves than actually feel or experience all that we potentially may. Very understandable. Distractions or can maybe you're distracting yourself with shopping or snacking or uh, more conversations, more chatting or scrolling than really serves you. Could be with other substances that alter your consciousness more potentially as well. Right, there are limitless possibilities for distractions in our modern world. So that definitely is going to limit the openness within you to take in that next phase of bringing your skills and abilities forward, to access more and more of those. We are human also, and we can have preconceived ideas of how we think something would be if we open to it. So those ideas that can be burbling around in your subconscious mind, or maybe you may be more consciously aware of them, that can bring in some walls, some pretty strong filters that limit your access to what will bring out more of those skills and abilities. And I would say that third category is mistrust, right? So excuse me, particular form of fear. And mistrust tends to have some kind of prior experiences around it. Could be early in this life, could be from other lifetimes, could be a whole host of combinations, could even have to do with energy suckers in your field that are prompting you toward that mistrust as well as toward distractions. So these are three key categories of things that can really zap that openness. But you can, of course, do things to help build your openness in a positive, discerning way. And that's where energy upgrades come in, because that naturally puts you into the frequency where you experience more of your partnership with the universe. You're more present and more available to new ideas. So that you are then more able to access organically more of your skills and abilities, be drawn to situations that really suit you for accessing more of those healing visionary skills and abilities. Now, one example of how energy upgrades can totally change the game around mistrust would be with a client, one of my clients in particular, I'll share, have got to, I would say, perhaps some old experiences had brought up some distrust around the work that we were doing together and how he might get to the other side of that. He really was not. He was like at this stall point, and I could feel it. I could feel it without our directly face-to-face engaging. I could feel that something had dropped off, and I didn't know why. And I would say that there was fear under there that was taking the form of mistrust. But when we were face to face again, and typically this would be on Zoom, it was a channeled session that brought through a very beautiful, powerful energy initiation. Okay. Can't plan this stuff, right? What is appropriate to come through will come through in the channeling. And this energy brought through such a shift that he came away with a new sense of who he was as a healer, what he was capable of, and what forms that might take. There were words in there, but it wasn't the words that unlocked his abilities. It was the energy, that raise in frequency, profound raise in that opened him to more of what he has to offer and was a key component in his letting go of a limiting job in the medical world, which was not where his gifts are aimed, to move forward as an alternative health professional. And so, of course, each of us, our path is unique on what we're called to do, when we're called to do it, and raising our frequency to new levels brings an openness that can catapult us over old walls, old suspicions, old ideas, ways that we've been distracting ourselves so that we can access more of those highly needed skills and abilities and do what we came here to do. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Flourish Your Purpose program that includes these kinds of energy upgrades and more to assist you in flourishing your purpose, you can check the link in the comments below. And if you'd like to find out more, get notified when the next video drops on the truth about what highly sensitive people need to flourish their purpose. Please be sure to like and subscribe to this video series. And I want to thank you so much for being here and for being you. Namaste and many blessings, my friends.